I haven't showered in 24 hours. I forgot to press the button on the dryer. JoJo threw up her oatmeal in the car on herself and Max. It had chunks of apples in it. My tire pressure light just turned on. Oh, but wait, there's more. Wig is tipping and slipping and dipping.
If you never love, then you'll never fall. If you don't live, then you won't learn at all. I guess I wear my scars out, 'cause I survived it all. Oh.
Sweet mother of Mary, we're not that close. Let me put my hair on. Girl! Stop looking at me. It's just a wig cap. Okay. I'm feeling a little bit better about this conglomeration. But first, let me take a sip of my coffee. Oh! You know you got kids when your coffee gets cold. First of all, best friends, I want to say good morning, happy birthday, and I want to serve as a reminder to please take your birth control today, okay? I got my ankle biters in the background, y'all, so if y'all hear somebody saying mommy a whole bunch, that's just my kids. Y'all, when I tell y'all I was completely defeated this morning, but I mean my lace is laying today. Laying! Oh, I know you guys are gonna ask me about this lip color, and before I run off into the wind, this is one of my favorite reds by NYX. NYX, ladies, it dries very matte, but not like crispy, crackling piece of toast matte, you know, looking like an old piece of paint that you just wanna peel it off the wall. No. This is Cherry Skies, honey. Cherry Skies by NYX, one of my favorites. I'm just about to lay on some makeup. Yo, I've really gotten out of wearing, what's this stuff called? Eyeshadows and whatnot. Oh, I'm shaking out of that. So much coffee, y'all. I'm shaking. Oh, she gonna shake her bun off the top of her head. But yeah, I'm just gonna pat some of this in my crease. We're gonna move it. I know y'all like, girl, you put this on with your fingers. Girl, when you've been putting your makeup on for a while and you have literally gotten to a place without all your essentials, you will learn how to slam on some makeup, honey, with the bare essentials. The only thing I don't know how to do is put on my eyebrows with my fingers. But yeah, you should be able to do your whole face pretty much with your hands. Doesn't take that much. All the other stuff is just excessive, darling, but I like to be excessive. That's why I spend excessive amounts of money on brushes. And then I take them back because I realize I don't need them because I've got 10 million sets and they're all dirty and no one to wash them. Anyway, okay, yeah. Oh, I know why I stopped wearing eyeshadow. Because I look like I'm a hooker when I leave the bathroom. I just do too much. Okay, I feel like that's enough. That's enough. Let's find the eyeliner and draw the map on my face. Girl, she finally slammed herself together. We got to go get this car wash. So best friends, I'm gonna wait to the car wash or whatnot. And I don't think I told y'all yet that the boys are going to see their, oh, not the boys, but all of the children, honey. All the king's horses and all the king's men are going to see their father for Thanksgiving again. Hallelujah. I am so excited. There's not a tear dropping down my eye. I won't miss them, okay? I'm gonna be happy. Like, it's about time. I feel like I need like a freedom song. No, check please. So look, I know some of y'all is probably like, clutch my pearls, girl. Why is you sending your kids to that man? And some of y'all are like, it's about damn time you let him see his kids. But you know, Michelle Obama said it best. When they go low, we go high. nose in the air. So anyway, y'all, we gonna see how this truly goes. We gonna see how this goes though, y'all, cause a couple of days ago I uploaded a come to Jesus moment that I was having. They always want to talk when I'm talking. I uploaded a come to Jesus moment when I was crying, pouring my heart out because I just felt like I wasn't enough. And not saying that I'm not enough for that ball of dust. I was just feeling not enough for my children at the time because, you know, everybody is pretty excited. The twins have no clue. Child, they don't know what's going on, child. They don't know where they going, who they about to go see. Daddy, huh? Who? I mean, embarrassingly enough, y'all, the twins call everybody daddy. The grocery man daddy, the welcome to Walmart man daddy, they call my dad daddy, they just call random dudes daddy. And no, Valencia does not have random men around her children. Girl, bye. That's just the way it is when you have itty bitty little children and they don't know. So I have to teach them, and it's very embarrassing for me as the mother, you know. And I know some like, again, you should let them say their father. Well, their father has to operate in their lives to be seen, honey. Okay, expeller neuronas. Stop. So I'm excited that they will get to run him ragged and, you know, possibly color on his walls or whatever, you know. I'm just saying, whatever. Anyway, have him change a bunch of dookie pull-ups because they forgot to tell me they had to go to the pod. You know, I'm very excited. It's a monumental occasion, and I'm sure, I think he's gonna do very well. I mean, even if he doesn't, it doesn't matter to me, as long as they don't come back damaged and broken. But in all seriousness though, I had a come to Jesus moment because Jullian is the one who's having a very difficult time with it. He doesn't want to go, and like I keep preparing him mentally that, you know, you're gonna go see your father. I don't really like talking too much about his feelings because those are his feelings and I'm not here to exploit my son and his feelings, but I will say he is a child who probably knows too much, not because of what I've said, but just because of the actions that he's seen over the past years, you know, with having the twins, you know, by myself and my mother really stepping in to be that figure when I was on bed rest and their daddy wasn't around, and other different occasions where, you know, Jullian just feels like, you know, mommy and daddy gave up on their family. So, and I'm not gonna sit up here and say, oh, it's all him, or woo woo woo, why my child feels this way. No, I think I think he pretty much blames us both, and he probably at first blamed himself, but I had to work with him a lot through counseling and through church to let him know this is not your fault. And he just had a really big moment the other day. I mean, he just had a moment, and I didn't show him how I felt because I don't feel like it's my job to say anything bad about, you know, that person around Jullian, because he's at a very volatile age where what's going on is going to really form his feelings for either parent. So it doesn't make me feel good that my child, I want him to love both of us equally, but that also takes both parents being in their lives, you know, and not just as a, and I hate to say that this is what you deal with when you're co-parenting with a faraway situation, not just the person that comes around on holidays, you know. And that's what Jullian was saying to me. I was like, how come you don't want to talk to your father on the phone all the time? And he says, because he's not around. I don't want to talk on the phone. I want him to be here. I want him to drop me off at school. I want him to help make lunch. I want him to, you know, if my back needs to be washed in the shower, wash my back in the shower. I want my dad to come to karate practices. I want him to be around. And when I say it like that, that's how he said it, y'all. Like, it broke my heart. Because it's not that he doesn't love his daddy. He just wants him around. And I was talking to my sister the other day, and she was just like, you know, it's different because my parents, I grew up in a, my biological mother and my stepfather raising me type home. So it's different for me, or maybe for him. His feelings are different because, you know, he's dealing with his real mommy and daddy. That's all he's ever known his whole life. And I know this is a part of the process, and it was, and I hate that some people was like, oh, I'm not gonna join you in this pity party. There is no pity party when it comes to your children, honey. Like, if I'm crying over the man, yeah girl, get on me. But like, I was really crying for my child because I can't show him how I feel inside when he's breaking. I really have to put on a strong face and be like, you know what, Jullian, that's your dad. You're gonna go see him. You're gonna have an amazing time. And this is where we are at right now, but we're gonna be okay. And that's what I have to teach him. But yeah, y'all, it hurt my heart to hear him say all those things. And I know, like, when he goes to school, he says, like, you know, other people's dads are there, or like, I know he felt some type of way when we went to go join Cub Scouts. All the dads, like, were there, and I could see it in his face, like how he felt and how he walked away from it. So that's why I have him in karate and stuff, just to like have confidence and have male figures around him to teach him how to carry himself and stuff. And they go to church every Sunday, you know, to have some type of faith that they can fall back on when they are having these feelings, you know, because I'm not going to be able to fix everything all the time, you know, and he has to get through it on his own time. And all I can do is just be a supportive and understanding mom and teach my child compassion, love. Because let me tell you something, it is an injustice to teach your child to grow up and be unforgiving. You should teach your child to respect both parents no matter what. Okay, your child should not be going around calling the mother of let's say if you're the dad, your child should be going around talking about, yeah, my mother's a B or my father's an A hole. You know, that's unacceptable. Teach your children compassion.